He's got it teed up. On the last night of summer, where else would you rather be than right here? Thanks for being in with us.
Absolutely awesome.
Gorgeous night in Boulder. Here we go in the Big 12 from Folsom Field. And Baylor's night will begin with, drum roll,
yes,
Sawyer Robertson.
Sawyer.
Silman Craig showing some pressure. He's not coming here. Little pitch out to Washington. And he stops just past the 30 by Silman Craig.
That dude's skills, I find this skill set on the outside a lot.
He wasn't lying to you. Welch right up the middle with a burst. After he was a breakout player in that Colorado State win, he's got a first down.
I like this, a true four-down look. Looking like most other teams in America.
A run play, and that is going nowhere. Colorado. One first down on the ground for the Buffs. And Baylor getting it right back into the hands of Josh Cameron in the offense. Here's Cameron back to get this. And it is returnable. But I did get away from that original surge. Cameron with space to move. Hits the edge. And a stiff arm for Bassett. A convoy in front of him with a flag down behind at the 40. He takes it to plus territory at the 40, but flag down to the sideline.
Yeah, this is giving you one of those killer penalties for...
There is no foul for the legal block on the play. First down, Baylor.
That's huge. That's about a 35-yard difference in field position.
And drive for Baylor with Sawyer Robertson at quarterback, making his second start of the year. And his throw to the back shoulder is caught for a first down. So a much better start to this drive. They've allowed 9 points in their last 6 quarters.
25.
On third down, dump to Washington, and that's blown up on the edge. Silman Craig is flying around these first 2 drives. Drive from 32 yards. And looking for the first points of the night. And he's got him.
A straight drop back pass. You see what they could do, maybe move the pocket to get out of harm's way. Here's one right here.
Well, they throw the ball a lot. The first pass attempt for Sanders tonight is complete to Jimmy Horn for a first down.
Tight end to block it. Dave Miranda knows that too, so he steps into it and stops him. Twist.
And Sanders throwing to the wide side to Wester, who's knocked down shy of the first down. Coming out from your Southern Oregon days. On the third and short. It's another run for Colorado. It's a first down with Augusta. Here is the 2019 season for Baylor. On the third down, Sanders over the middle. There's Travis Hunter for the first time. Breaking out of a tackle. Across the 30 and more for Travis Hunter. Colorado's two-way star has arrived for the first time in this game.
No way to stop that route. No hands on point.
Out of the belly, underneath for Miller. And Miller with a move around the edge. Out of that two-back look. That gets his sold-out crowd on its feet. He's in the slot. Williams is top side of the screen. He's checking LaJohntay Wester. And he's coming on a blitz here. Sanders to the other side, and for Hunter, and a flag comes out. Orlando Johnson had him tied up. And then the laundry started flying in the back of the end zone.
And ended up in man coverage.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 18. Boldly placed at the two-yard line. Automatic first down.
Orlando Johnson, no doubt about that one. Great job giving your guy a...
Colorado after the penalty on Johnson. Inside the 5 on first and goal. It's Sanders. End zone. Colorado scores for the first time.
Just a good old garden variety zone read. Watch 5 as the slider draws a lot of eyes.
Hot little high on the snap, but Mata gets it away clean. So now 54 points allowed in those first 6 quarters, including going down 28-0 at Nebraska. And not much since then as Robertson around the edge gets popped late.
And free behind it is what Baylor's trying to figure out.
And they are bringing the pressure out quickly around that pressure to the edge for a first down for Dominic Richardson.
Pressure here. You can see Michael Trigg, number 1 there, to help out in protection.
Off a play fake to Richardson. Sideline shot and a twist pressure on Jackson on the back shoulder. Has a first down.
This is a great throw and a better catch. Watch this spot. Not a lot of room to throw that into. He got the right foot down. And there's the man free with the free safeties that defending the middle of the field. Everybody else is playing man.
Colorado bringing heat. They're taking a shot. And Robertson got him. What a catch. Touchdown, Monterey Baldwin.
Wow, Monterey Baldwin, big box fade right here, a lot of room. Preston Hodge in coverage. Watch this catch. Again, a pretty good throw, a better catch.
That's back-to-back weeks. You out of me. That is through for Hankins. Yeah. So on a third down, Sanders given time to throw, and that is caught by Shepard.
Sanders back.
The receiver's having a highlight night in this game.
Shepard says, okay, I saw that. You're going to hold my right hand. I'm going to go get it with the left. That ball might have nosed the turf. I'll probably take a look at this.
Stands, it'll be 36 yards. We'll see if it does.
After further ado, the receiver did not make control of the pass. The ball hit the ground. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be fourth down at the 24-yard line.
And these are smart fans. They saw that look that
uncovered receiver up on the top side. And they run it into this box. And Washington is planted by Hill Green.
we rush for and limit them right now to one score.
Off a play fake. It's buzzed in there to Hunter. He has a first down.
Getting it to that guy is a good start.
Where's he
Catching
better?
it with courage.
Where's he better, offense or defense?
Between the white lines.
Everywhere. And pressure almost got to Sanders. And away to the sideline. There's Hunter again. He caught it. All three catches and targets. And Marshall almost got back in that play after Baylor thought he was held. Sanders pointing. Going deep. Looking for Horn. It's underthrown and incomplete. But there's a flag with Lemire underneath that underthrown ball.
Penalty marker on the play.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 20. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Mark, this is a test for these safeties tonight.
Oh,
known run stoppers.
Yep.
They're getting tested in coverage.
And right there, the play before, we saw Travis Hunter working with him.
On third down, Sanders. Underneath, Jimmy Horn. First down for the Buffaloes. Got out around Simpkins to extend the drive.
He's done a nice job of that tonight.
And Sanders went out and said something to Jimmy Horn. He's looking his way out of the slot. Going for the end zone. It's Shepard. It's knocked down. Orlando Johnson had him locked up.
Serious.
And with the wind, slight wind, been in the face of this direction all night as Mata tries from 43 and ties the game. On the ground with Shedeur Sanders. Mata's 43-yard field goal just tied it. Nice Big 12 opener. Returnable kick for Bell.
Got room.
Bell finds that crease. There goes Jamal Bell. Green grass in front. Bell is gone. Touchdown Baylor.
.101 yards untouched. Great scheme, great job being aggressive, bringing it out. You see so many guys just...
First Baylor kick return touchdown since their Utah game.
Boy, there's a bunch of guys. One guy was hand now, two guys with hand down. It's those four.
Linton almost got there. Sanders took a shot, and it's incomplete for Wester.
And what you just said is...
Well, Baylor off of their touchdown on special teams, touching it for the first time with this 17-10 lead. Travis Hunter a little bit more. A new life for Robertson and Baylor, and Richardson is swallowed up. And he's moving the pile at the end of it.
He's getting up short, but yeah, he was stacked up for about a 2-yard loss and ended up gaining about 3. Expands, Colorado expands.
Well, play clock getting deep, down to 5 seconds. It's a quarterback run. Robertson using his size to break free. Now his foot on the gas, and he's gone.
Great line in that OC for scheming that up.
Why get 2 yards when you can get 45 yards?
It's good. And with 4:19 remaining in the first.
Coleman that short of his first career pick. So on a third down, Sanders is protected and rifles it over the middle, but it's knocked free. Lorando Johnson, another third down stick. 6 guys up at the line on third down for Colorado. They're nosing. 4 of them are coming. And Robertson, through that pressure, has it knocked down. Colton Hood. And the 4-wide look. Travis Hunter up at the top side of the screen. Sanders looking that way. And he was wrapped up by Ma'ai, but broke free. Now Lynn trying to drag him down. Not there. Sanders with space to run. An escape job for Shadur Sanders in a first down run.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
So now Colorado backed up. Travis Hunter is not on the field right now. So top target for Sanders not in there, and he throws a dart over the middle. So makes up for the miss to Horn across the middle earlier this half. With 2 timeouts for Colorado, chasing 2 touchdowns. Linton, and Sanders ducks out of it. Another magician-like maneuver, and he hits a man downfield. It's Miller.
I don't think he's down.
He's not down. Off to the races. Miller to the end zone. Omarion Miller's first catch of the season for Omarion Miller. So Colorado with the quick strike after Sanders got free in the backfield. Trying to get in Isaiah Hankins' field goal range. Along with 51. And underneath, it's short to the middle of the field. And the clock will wind unless Baylor takes that second timeout.
Colorado opener on this Utah Oklahoma State. Here's another 4-man rush.
And Sanders steps up using his legs for a first down for Colorado. He needed 5. Sanders got 11 yards on third down. Pressure is coming, and he's slammed down. Garmin Randolph finally makes it 1 and done to him. Randolph off the field after he got home for the sack. He's running around again. Sanders throws it incomplete. Matt Jones with a flag down at the feet of where that pursuit ended of Sanders.
Penalty marker on the play.
See Shadur here late.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. Number 11. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Just roughing the passer. He's in a defenseless posture there, so any...
It's a third down in Littleton, Colorado.
It's 36 and third and Pueblo. Oh my God.
All right. Underneath for Miller again. He had the touchdown in the first half, but
Sanders pass complete.
not getting all the way back. He's third down in the first half.
Motion 4.
And to that pressure, there goes Robertson doing his best. Shadur Sanders for a first down. With 11 guys out there now, right into the teeth of that Colorado defense. First down on the ground with Richardson. He got 7 yards. Shiloh Sanders out for a second straight game. Expected back next week in the Colorado secondary. Forward surge. They need the 50.
Yeah, they need to strike.
That's the market as a first down.
Yep. Dave Aranda.
Colorado checks in Taj McCoy, and he won't be able to get home because Robertson's on the move, and he was tripped up just short of the line. Trevor Woods with a shoestring tackle.
It's full 220 getting him down.
Inches to go on 4th down in plus territory. Robertson has nowhere to go. B.J. Green at his feet. Getting the ball back for the Buffs. On the edge here. Remember, Garmin Randolph went off on that last drive. Wes Evans a little further down the depth chart. And one of their edges gets home again. Steve Linton, not a sack, but enough to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, yesterday, communist football, and here's it again, communist football into the boundary.
Well, back-to-back plays to Pendergrass, who has his first 2 carries of the night, and taking the Bentley for a ride for a 1st down. Definitely brought out an attitude of that. A bunch of shoving after the whistle. On a 3rd down, that is airmailed. He wanted Trigg as tight ends. 4 up on the line again, bringing 4 like they have been all night on 1st down. Shot play down the middle. Travis Hunter dropped in the bucket by Sanders.
This is where my X is better than your O and your other O as well. Lemire in coverage. They're trying to get 2 guys to him. Gordon over the top. The linebacker, you see that right there? Hey, you compliment the offensive line and the voodoo sets in right there.
They were throwing a no-hitter. Sanders has Hunter open. Diving catch, Travis Hunter. 1st and goal, Buffaloes.
Great job buying time from Shadur Sanders, and watch him come all the way across. Little looping route. A lot of times this route's run with tight ends. They hide a much better athlete. He goes up and get it.
And Colorado looking for a game-time score. Welch bouncing his way in for the touchdown.
Pocket open, give, touchdown Buffs.
Mata for the tie. And we are level. On the 3rd and 10. Robertson wanted another shot. Another one to Baldwin. But Preston Hodge was right there.
We'll go offense because they make more money.
Thank you for getting. Sanders out of pressure, pumping on the run. He has a 1st down and protects it at the end as he takes Matt Jones with him for the 1st down. Hurting as long as you win, but they have been more balanced, like Shadur Sanders told us before the game, like they would be. And back-to-back runs. And this one has a herd of Buffaloes with them for a 1st down.
Yep, they scrummed that one for definitely beyond the 40-yard line. The line
in the NFL.
There's 5 wides. That's Miller in the backfield with him.
Back to the air, and it is Miller out to midfield, a yard shy of the 1st down. Colorado on the ball quick. Sanders given time, and a bullet across the middle to Wester. And the chains move one more time.
They'll talk about whether or not they're going for 4 down territory. Augusta blunt up a little bit in here. Way to play fake to him, and now you got him.
Augusta falls down. He would have had the 1st down. So Mata will not come out to try the 52-yarder for the lead. Instead, it's on the arm of Sanders on the 4th and 8. Given time. Now running out of time. And he's roped down. Roberts Day gets the ball back to the Bears.
Right there at the end, but it was the double team on Travis Hunter that led to the sack.
Off play action, Sawyer Robertson on target to Jackson. He is close to the 1st down. They got him about a half-yard short.
Throw in crunch time by Sawyer Robertson.
A yard to get. It's in the belly of Washington, who bullies his way ahead. Quan Finn got hurt. Dave Aranda said they're riding with him for the long term. And out to Washington. Those 2 hook up for another 1st down. Off the hit of Silman Craig. They get a couple extras. Back.
Here comes the Mike Backer.
Another 3rd down, another run. And the 1st down. Right through the teeth of the defense for a 1st down in the run game. Now definitely in field goal range. Robertson looking fade ball for the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown for Presley.
kidding? What you doing here? That is a great throw in that situation, and that right arm in that case, unbelievable finish.
And Baylor wasn't even. What does a counter punch look like from the Buffs? Pressure. Thomas has him wrapped up and ropes him down. Good start to this drive for the Baylor defense, protecting a lead. First out. Behind the chains on second down. Layton home to the quarterback. And he's free again. Back-to-back sacks. All three of his sacks were against Baylor.
Friendly fire.
The last three plays for the Baylor defense have been sacks. Can't take one back here if you're Sanders. And he fires it away with nobody there.
He's outside the pocket, and it's past the line of scrimmage, I believe.
They'll conference. It's pressure on a third down. Baylor with the lead, getting the ball back. Presumably good field position. Returns have been a big part of the story tonight. Cameron had a big pop earlier. Through two tackles. And dragged down inside field goal range, which is important in this one-score game. A 46-yard field goal from here. Play clock getting deep. And we keep it on the ground. And Woods up to make the tackle. Just ahead of the 2-minute timeout. From 46 to put Baylor up by 10. Operation good. The kick is not. Timeout, needing a touchdown for Colorado. Pressure again. Sanders fading away, looking for Hunter, who turns around with a flag down. Coverage all over him. He found a way.
A little and one on the end of it. Shador took a shot with the twister coming right in his face.
Pass interference. Defense, number 20. That pitch decline. Result of the play is a first down.
Lemire, because of the pressure, the ball becomes a little underthrown to Travis Hunter on the double move right there. And he's just...
Dick's back that way.
After further review, the ball hit the ground. It's an incomplete pass. This interference will be enforced from the 30-yard line to be first down, Colorado.
And any doubt of the toughness of Shador Sanders.
65 yards to get. 148 to do it with a timeout. Sanders has the ball stripped. Can he find it? And he wins the race back to the ball, but that pressure in that pocket, penalty of the night, 10-second runoff, clock inside a minute. Second and 24. Sanders has space out in front, looking for the sideline. Back to the original sticks, and he is out of bounds. Ooh, big play from Sanders with his legs. 46 seconds. Clock stops. Third down.
Just great recognition again. You see, watch this entire hash-to-hash wide open area that he recognizes and then wisely gets out of bounds.
Gained 17 of the 24 they needed. Keep the drive in the game going. Got to have it on two plays. Far side. That is caught. It's right near the line to get by Wester.
Here, they're calling him short.
Yeah, and this for the game here. And Sanders ahead now.
Okay, so now called to stop. Now, I think in the previous play, that's one of those impossibly...
Set up a Hail Mary, right?
Yes.
On a second and 10. Clock inside 10 seconds. Sanders takes his shot here toward the end zone. It is dropped! Shepard would have had a touchdown!
Wow. Caden Jenkins.
End of the game defense.
Smartly trying to get a reroute and all rushing from one side.
The Big 12 opener comes down to this play. Sanders gets the feet set toward the end zone for the game. It is caught by Wester, just like 1994. Deion Sanders brought with him from Jackson State to try to send this game to overtime. After the Western Miracle catch, we are headed to overtime.
NFL, the college football overtime.
All right, gentlemen, great ball game so far. Now we're going to overtime. The winner of the toss has three options: offense, defense, or what end they want to play. Baylor, you're the visitor. You'll pull the toss. We have a heads and tails. What's your call? Heads. Heads. You called heads. It's a heads. You've won the toss.
We want to be on defense.
You want to be on defense.
So, yep. So Baylor won the toss. They'll be on defense.
Colorado got the ball. First and 10 down this end zone.
And Colorado will be driving toward the students. 5 wideout crew. That's Miller in the backfield.
And typical receiver in the backfield, and he throws it to him. Miller down toward the 15, and he shoots ahead for a first down. 2nd and 5 with Colorado trying to score first in overtime. And underneath to Hunter, who's underneath that right at the marker. Needed the 4-yard line. He's a little bit short. It'll be 3rd down.
Yep, going to be just short. Watch him just run on his own stop route. Presents himself.
Sneak here.
That's what they went with earlier. Looks like what they're lining up for.
They do with Sanders, who burrows ahead, getting a little extra push. Almost looks like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
With the tush push. Hart and Smalls, the 2 tight ends. Keeping it in the run game. Sanders trying to give it a little push. And they got there. Touchdown for Welch. Puts it through.
All the eligibles are up top. There's nobody eligible down here at the bottom.
And Colorado late getting organized on the defensive front. Now they're set. Robertson ready to go. On 3rd down, Silman Craig rocketed in there. But sweet feet for Richardson in a first down.
That play, great finish from Dominic Richardson.
High snap, another quarterback run. Richardson off a tackle, seeking the end zone. Didn't get all the way there, but did get the first down.
And who makes the play? Silman Craig.
Needing 7 points to send it to the 2nd OT on 1st and goal. It's Richardson. Ball's out. Ball is out. Ball is out. Recovered. And knocked out of the end zone.
So no matter if they break the plane, it's a touchdown. If he fumbles outside, and here's get the initial ruling.
Ruling on the field is a fumble. It went outside, out of the back of the end zone. The previous play is on the further review.
So the initial ruling, which is always vital.
This would be the first.
At the further review, the ruling on the field stands.